Being in your own head, which is what I used to do, is a very lonely place. Your own head can be the worst prison in the world. And actually being able to kind of open them doors, talk to people, get out, understand yourself better. And we all talk about mental health, you know, as being just talking, but actually listening is a massive part of that.
Do you know what?
Listening is a huge part of that, you know. If you're out with friends or people want to talk to you, really take the time to listen to what they're saying. Because sometimes it's not even about getting advice from people, it's just about venting and having someone not judge you and just listen to what you're saying.
And then when you lost your nan, when she died, you've got to talk about her, haven't you? Because, you know, sometimes I think people think when somebody's going through grief or going through a bad time that you don't want to talk about that person.
Yeah, and
but you actually really do.
Well, I was that person, you know, for the first kind of 18 months after she was... I couldn't even mention her name without, you know, breaking down. And then last year I did a book and it was a really cathartic experience.
I remember,
because it was a case of me putting down in words or opening up about how I felt about the situation, losing my nan and lots of other things, because, you know, I'm not the first person to lose a grandparent, and I won't be the last, but it was so individual to me. And I think a lot of people, when it comes to mental health, no one thinks and feels the way I do, same as they don't you, and that's kind of part of your superpower, is that you're the only one in the world that thinks the way you do, and that's a really beautiful thing. So trying to understand yourself is so important, and giving yourself the time to do that is, I mean, it's March for March is an amazing thing, I think.